Hey, peace. Let me just say for the chat, I really don't know who Amanda Seals is. I seen it before, heard her name, but I really don't know what she's about. Okay, so this is a live reaction. I didn't watch this in advance, so this is gonna be good because I'm gonna give my genuine, unbiased opinion. Now, I know debating black conservatives can be tricky because conservatives, period, they like to lie. They like to twist facts with truth, and you need to know about that stat or that fact in advance before they bring it up, or there's really no way to tell that they're lying. So it's I'm not sure if she's that type of researcher where she researched her talking points in advance. So, and if you don't, they will get you because again, it's a little truth with distortion, a lot of dishonesty. So, and they will frustrate you because it's going to sound like it's the truth. They're going to read a stat or a stat. You dig? And it's gonna sound bogus, but if you don't know that it's fake news, you're in trouble. So if she don't research like that, I could see her being frustrated and being heavily emotional and belligerent because they will push you to that point. Just watch the debate with CLR and DJ Focus on my in my archives. Look that up. CLR is a black conservative to the worst degree, and he frustrated DJ Focus on some points because, again, if you don't know it well in advance of their talking issues, they will frustrate you. Okay, but anyway, peace to Claude, Forlang, I am sixth, David Benjamin. We got 420 Alien Age in the building, JJ Mars, you dig? And we're gonna get started. Yeah, so this is good because this is a real live reaction, unbiased opinions and assessment. Because I do not know who this woman is. Heard her name, seen it before. Okay, but her look, just by the look, the eye test, she didn't pass. And I don't mean by beauty. I'm just mean by like taking her serious, that she could take on a task like this. The eye test, her gear and everything, that she failed that. But maybe they say you can't judge a book by its cover. So maybe that's true in this case. We'll find out right now.
Back. Ooh, I knew I was going to be surrounded by ignorance, but damn.
So I guess it's 15-minute debate sessions. Let's see.
Let's go. Greetings. I am Amanda.
I forgot the damn thing be freezing. So hold on. This thing freeze in between. See, that look right there. That look right there she got right there. I can't trust that look. That look right there, we don't know what the hell that is, man. I mean, that's giving off so many mixed signals of what she's about. Like she called herself a black radical, but that look right there, that does not give off black radical nothing. Okay, that doesn't give off black radical nothing. R. Belly said, I don't understand why those who throw stats around are not asked where they get their information. They should not be allowed to present unverified stats. So this is what they do. The stats do be verified sometimes. So, for example, they will misquote FBI file stats, or they'll read something from Congress, or they'll distort a constitutional right, kind of like what the Moors does. The Moors scientific, the Moors Science Temple, whatever they call it. They'll do the same thing. They'll read something, some legacy verse this, and they'll distort it and make it sound like something that it wasn't, just to push their narrative. Okay, so we got your granddaddy nurse in the building. Yeah, so that's why R. Belly, uh, they do sometimes use verified stats. They just unverify them the way they use them. But that look right there, that's not a look of somebody that I trust who called himself a black radical. This looked like a black troll, like a what's his name, 6ix9ine. What's that guy name? The purple. She's all over the place. She's a comedian. She's a model. She's an actor. I hate guys like that and girls like that. You meet somebody in the mall and they just talking to you. Say, so what do you do? They're like, I'm a comedian. Oh, really? And then they don't stop. Actor, Okay, well, I guess comedians be actors. Models, like, oh, damn. Construction worker, substitute teacher. Oh, okay, okay. Look, I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna contact you. I'm gonna hit you back in a second. I got a phone call. Oh, so another thing, I'm gonna do a reaction video to Officer Tatum because he also goes against reparations and he doesn't believe systemic racism is a real thing either. You know, your average conservative talking points that you're gonna hear right here. You're gonna hear right here. You're gonna hear the average black conservative talking points, which is borrowed from a lot of white conservatives. But their granddaddy is Thomas Sowell. This is a bad faith question back. It's disingenuous because when black people had hopes of being free from slavery, that was over 150 years. I believe we were brought into chains on record, was documented in Virginia in 1619. And we didn't get our freedom well over 200 years later. So family, I hate when people put a time span on us about justice or what we need or to make things right. Then from there, you got 100 years of Jim Crow, right? So the bad faith argument is because we fight for something and it's being suppressed, denied, disrespected for 50 years, 100 years, 200 years, we should just let it go because it never happens. When history is on our side, history says, yeah, it take a little while, but it happens. We wanted freedom from slavery. It took a little while, over 200 years, but it happened. We wanted civil rights. We want to be protected. We want our civil rights protected federally by the federal government uh, and make it a federal charge, a federal crime to violate it. It took 100 years, but guess what? It happened. So reparations, so it shows that it's going to take some time for justice to come to us, but it happens. We have a history of it happening. So the bad faith argument and question is, oh man, how long are you gonna do it till until it happens? That's how long we're gonna do. We're gonna do it until it happens. And they know that that's the case. So they want us to quit early. You'll hear it from tethers, white supremacists, and these black coon conservatives also. But it's the oh, so long, stop. No, so long means we get it done.
So
See that black thing, bro. No, you're a man of melanin. You dig? You're African or African descent. You're not black. See, and that's why they're mad that we are able to exclude everybody from a foundational black American, ADOS, Freedmen. Everybody's not that. They look like us. No. You got, I mean, damn, you got Japanese, Chinese, Samoan, Hawaiian people, Filipinos. They all, to me, look familiar, similar. They look similar. They look similar. But they'll tell you in a heartbeat, we ain't the same. He's Filipino, she's Vietnamese, she's North Korean or whatever Korean. They'll tell you immediately, yeah, we look the same, but we're different. And don't call us the same thing. When we do it, it's a big problem. When we do it, it's called being divisive. All right, well, whatever. Divisive must be a good thing. Matter of fact, I got my reading glasses right here. Let me put these on so I can see this chat. I got some yesterday. Okay, I see the chat way better now. Okay, past the joint podcast, they make the dumbest assumptions, like we're going to get a $50,000 check and be satisfied. Yeah, dumb AF, right? Let me throw past the joint podcast a lineage wrench. They could be included in the mods. Oh yeah, these glasses look dope. FBA Convo says, what up, though, family, Detroit peace. We got Darryl Williams back in. I think Darryl Williams is FBA. So let me give him a lineage wrench or at least a supporter. Your granddaddy nurse says he has a head like them Africans. Yeah, 100%. April Jules, hello, family. Hello to you. Let's get it. Run the like up. Yeah. Make sure you like the videos. I ain't checked the likes yet. Not yet. I will. All right, let's go. And yeah, you're hearing it right. So he might be a tether, but you also got black coons, right? That's FBA who think the same way, who spew the same talking points. But again, but we kind of expect that because from our own lineage, because we're dealing with self-hatred. Some of us are dealing, and some of us are coming out of self-hatred, self-hatred. We were taught to look down on each other, right? And we admit that that's part of the history books, but it's double, triple, 20 times worse when somebody else that come over here who cosplay us, who take on the self-hatred, who cosplay as a black self-hatred person, but really was never taught it over here. So when they borrow those talking points, let's say like a Jamaican dream, it is 20 times worse. Because again, we expect that from us. Willie Lynch, things like that. So we expect that. But we were taught to worship white folks and why everything's white is good, everything black is bad. But again, when you're not one of us and you look like us and you're cosplaying as us and you borrow these talking points, it gets 20 times more dangerous for you. It gets 20 times more toxic coming from you. Will Yesharon, peace. Dumb point. That's stupid. That's stupid. Because I just said a lot of us were in chains or plantation slavery and we never got our freedom. But as long as they were living, as long as their parents were living, as long as their parents were living, but a generation were freed. You dig? 1860, well, declared free 1863, but actually freed 1865 and got citizenship in 1868. So that right there is just a moot point. It's stupid. Land your plane. Of course, that's an expression that's probably old, but we haven't heard that. We haven't heard land your plane like the way it's been used. I'm gonna be real until Tariq Nasheed. Nobody really used it like that. Now, everybody and their mother, Tariq haters, Tariq critics, black conservatives, everybody is saying land the plane all of a sudden. Yeah, we are so influential, man. I'm telling you, I never heard so many people say land your plane since I heard from. Well, it can't be the carrot dangling in front of us because white people didn't introduce it to us. We said reparations. White folks didn't say, hey, black FBAs, reparations, and then dangle it. No, we demanded reparations. That was our talking point. Yeah, this is a tether. That was our talking point. That wasn't white supremacist talking point about reparations. So it's a carrot we're dangling. They the most. What podcaster do you know who emphasis over the they? I always say, how can you establish a plural pronoun without at first establishing the noun? So they, he. Who is the they? Okay, and you see, you got it from the right wing, and you got it from the left wing. You got it from Tethers and Pan-Africanists. Everybody's they is different. They won't speak on it. Look, people voted that clown off the damn. Like, the black conservatives don't believe he's representing. They believe he's losing. So I believe that's what the red flag is for. Get up out the seat. Yeah, but they love to speak on what we need to do to get right. April Jewel. But their own issues, they are clueless.